students, welcome back. So today we will study organization of commerce and management. So today our topic of subject is levels of management. So students, as you know, there are three levels of management. Number 1 is top level, number 2 is middle level, and number 3 is bottom level. These are the three main levels of management. Now we will study in detail levels of management. So students, do you know why there are requirement of management? Right? Management is required because of expansion of business. As long as the size of the a business unit remains small, the owner himself is able to manage it. As soon as the size of a business unit expands, the number of employees in the business also increases. So students, when the business is small, owner can manage the things easily by himself. But as soon as the business unit expands, right, the number of employees also increases, and to manage employees we require management. The superior officer cannot supervise all his subordinates directly, therefore delegation of authority has to be done, right? Only one manager cannot handle so many numbers of employees, so there arises the requirement of delegation of authority. Students, what is delegation of authority? Delegation of authority means to give some authority and plus responsibility to your coordinator worker or to the lower level worker. Okay. So, various levels of management are created due to the delegation of authority. And to decide where and how much authority and responsibility will be given, there are level of management. The more of these levels of management exist, the higher will be the expenses, right? So, there are normal business there are three levels, but as the business expands, the level of management also increases, and also the expenses of the business increases. As a result, control as well as coordination become difficult. So due to the expansion of the business and expansion of the level of management, the difficulty arises. Therefore, as much as possible, the levels of management should be kept limited. So students, we should limit our levels of management, and only three levels of management should be kept in our business so that the business is carried out smoothly. There are three levels of management. So as we know, there are three levels of management. First is top level management, second is middle level management, and third is bottom level management. So now we will discuss each of the level of management in detail. So students, here this is the figure, and this figure is very important for you people. Okay, so learn by heart this diagram. First level management, that is top level management, we can see who all are included. First is board of directors, second is managing director, and third is general manager. So these peoples are included in the top level management. The next level is middle level management, and in middle level management there are departmental heads like production department, sale department, purchase department, personnel department, and finance department. Department head are included in the middle level management. Last and last level of management is bottom level management, in which supervisors, jobbers, and foremen are included. Okay, so this diagram is important, learn by heart. So now, top level management. Now we will discuss the top level management in detail. The top level management is the supreme authority for the management of an enterprise. So the top level management is the superior of all the managements. Board of directors, managing director, general manager, chief executive officers are included in this level. So these all are included in top level management. So what are the functions? Important policy decisions of business units are taken by top level management. It is known as top level or higher level of management. So at this level of management, important policy decisions, policy on which whole business is running, okay, that policy is decided by top level management. So there are two names for this management. First is top level and second is higher level of management. Now, what are the functions of top level management? First is to lay down primary and subsidiary objectives of the business. So students, we already know that in business we need some goals, right? We need objectives which are to be achieved by the business to become successful. So the top level management decides primary and subsidiary objectives of the business. Second function is directors act as the trustee of the business enterprise. The second most important thing required for a business is finance, right? The money. So who all brings the money in the business? So directors. Directors act as the trustee of the business enterprise. Third, to select chief executive officer and higher officers and to assign them authority and responsibility. So students, the owner of the business cannot handle all the employees, so he appoints chief executive officer and other higher officers and give them authority and responsibility. Fourth is to sanction the budget prepared by different departments, right? As we have seen the various departments like production department, finance department. So these all departments needs budget, and the budget is prepared by the head of the department, and the budget is sanctioned, means passed by the top level management. Fifth is to abide by law and to take care of interest of different stakeholders of the business. The fifth function is that every businessman should do the work, should do the business by abiding by law, means to work under law, legal business, right? And also to take care of the stakeholders. Stakeholders means the customers of the business. So any business should be carried out looking to it that the customers are not harmed or harassed. Sixth, to take strategic decision by making long term plans. So if we want our business to run for a long time, we need long term plans, and the long term plans are decided by the top level management. Seventh, to analyze and resolve complex problems of management as per legal provisions. So also if we are having a big business, there are chances that we will have big problems, right? So the function of top level management is to analyze the problem deeply and to resolve the complex problems easily, right? Eighth, to plan for the enterprise, its implementation and to supervise it. To plan the business, implement the policies, and also to supervise it, to check whether the work is done or not. Ninth, the ninth function is to like distribution of profit, dividend, reserve fund, reinvestment of profit, etc. These are other different functions, like how much profit, how much salary is to be given to employees, what will be the dividend, the reserve, the reinvestment of profit, etc. And last function is to analyze reports of different activities and to give instructions accordingly. So last function is to analyze the reports of the various departments and to give instructions if required. Okay, I hope you all understand the top level management. Now coming to the next level, that is middle level management. So the middle level management is an important link between top level and bottom level. So this is the most important link between the other two management level, that is top level and bottom level. Who all are included in it? First is departmental officer, divisional officer, experts are included in it. Example: production, sale, purchase, finance, personnel, account officer, etc. So these all are included in middle level of management. This level is also known as officers level. So you can be asked in the exam which level is called officers level. So you should remember that middle level is known as officer level. Okay, now let's discuss the functions of middle level management. First function is to implement the orders and instructions given by CEO, that is Chief Executive Officers. Okay, so whatever instructions, whatever policies are decided by the top level management is to be implemented by the middle level. Second is to prepare budget by each departmental head and present it before the top level management. Each departmental head has to prepare the budget for his department and to be sanctioned by the top level. Third is to formulate policies, rules, and structure for the accomplishment of enterprise objectives, to decide necessary method for it, to analyze it, and to decide appropriate measure or criteria for it. So not only the top level management frames policies, but also middle level management also frames policies for their department, right? Each department have their own policies, have their own structure, and small goals are decided, small objectives are decided by each of the department. For example, sales department decides to give the target to the employees, like monthly target or we can say weekly target to be achieved by the employees, so that the work or the function are carried out smoothly and fast. Fourth is to take necessary steps to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of departmental activities. So fourth function is that for increasing the efficiency and effectiveness, they should take necessary steps, like to motivate the employees by giving them reward or by giving them promotion, so that the efficiency of the employees increases. Fifth is to make attempts to enthuse the employees of department. To increase the enthusiasm of the employees, they make different attempts, like I said, to by giving them rewards, right? Sixth is to keep in constant touch with the officers of the other department and establish coordination. This is one of the most important function of middle level, right? As there are various departments, right? As we discussed, the finance department, sale department, production department. So to maintain the coordination between the department is the most difficult thing, and that work is also done by the head of the departments, that is middle level management. Seventh is to focus on functioning of subdivisions. Subdivisions means in department also there are some other departments, sub departments, right? For example, if we consider the sale department, so there will be other department in sales also, right? Sub sale department, some will be of some employees will be in packing, some will be in the uh, labeling, right? So there are also sub departments, and that too also is to be managed by the same departmental head. Then eighth is to supervise the working of the departments, get information, provide direction, and pass on information to the top level management. Eighth function is to see that the department is working, right? To get the information means to get if any problem, yeah, anything that is very important is to be passed on to the top level management, so that the problem can be solved quickly. Ninth is to help the top level management in taking policy decision. So as the actual work is to be carried out by the middle level management, any any suggestions in framing the policies is given by middle level to the top level management. I hope you all understand middle level management. Now moving towards the last bottom level of management. So supervisors, jobbers and foremen are included at this level of management. So the bottom level is the most important level of management, because the actual functioning, the work is carried out at this level, right? Top level management all doesn't do the work. They frame policies, they decides the measures, they decides the profit, they decides the objectives, goals, right? But the actual functioning, the work is carried out at this level. So this is the most important level of management. This level is also known as bottom level or supervisor's level. So this is important. The other name of bottom level management is supervisor's level. Decisions and policies decided by top level management are actually implemented by this level. Therefore, this level is also known as functional or operational level of management. So we can see there are four names of bottom level. First is bottom level, second is supervisor's level, fourth is functional level, and fifth is operational level, right? So these all are the name of bottom level management. Supervisors working at this level are representatives of management. At this level, management functions are performed less, while administrative function is more. Means here the management functions are not performed, but the actual working means administrative work are performed. So that's why this level is called the functional or operational level. Now let's see the functions of bottom level. First is to supervise functions of employees. Whether the employees are working, whether they are working properly, whether they are motivated, all these things are to be guided by bottom level managers. Second is to see that there remains discipline among employees and their morale is boosted, right? So it is very important that the employees are working in a disciplinary manner, and also they are always enthusiastic, means they are always full of energy. Third is to plan routine work of the department. Day to day work of the employees, day to day targets of the employees are decided by the bottom level managers. Fourth, to perform functions related to employees like transfer, promotion, training, etc. Right? So these all functions of transfer, promotions, and training are decided by the bottom level managers. Fifth is to get instructions, orders, and program from the departmental officers to carry out the departmental functions. So the departmental officers means the middle managers, middle level managers give instructions to the bottom level managers, and that instructions are implemented at this level. Sixth is to perform the functions like the layout, repairing, and maintenance of machinery, right? Because at this level the actual function is carried out, so at this level the machinery maintenance and repairing work is also carried out. Seventh is to make arrangement for necessary equipments, raw materials, etc. for the workers, as day to day work is carried out at this level, so day to day necessary materials and equipments are made available for the employees. Eighth is to solve the genuine problem of workers. These departments are in direct contact with the worker, so any problem of the worker are solved by the bottom level managers. Ninth is to implement decisions and policies decided by top level management. Top level management does the work of framing the policies, right, and that policies are implemented at this level. 10th is to forward reports of various activities taking place at the bottom level, suggestions and complaints of the employees to the middle level of management. The complaints, the inconvenience, and the suggestions to make any changes in the machines or any work are given to the middle level management by bottom level management. Bottom level of management, though is the lower level of management, still is very important. Successful performance by this level leads to achievement of business objectives, which provides support to the entire business. As I already said, the actual functioning of this level is very necessary, because the success of the business depends on bottom level management. I hope you all understand the three levels of management, right? Thank you.